Today we will discuss this keyword, that is within object-oriented programming using Java. This keyword in Java is a reference variable that refers to the current object instance within a class. It is used in non-static context, meaning it can be used within instant methods and constructors, but not within static methods, including the main method, as static methods belongs to the class itself rather than a specific object instance. Now this reference is a special built-in reference, first thing is, and it is a special keyword which holds the reference to the current object. It means the current object can be referred using this reference anywhere in the class. This reference can be used only inside the class, that is only inside the member functions of the class, and cannot be used outside the class. And some important points about the reference are as follows, about this keyword are as follows. It is an implicit reference used by the system. It stores the reference of the current object in context. It is final reference to an object. It can only be used within non-static functions of the class. It is non-modifiable and assignments to this are not allowed. So these are the points about the reference, about these key reference. Now the uses of this keyword. There are four main uses of this keyword, and those are stated here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, this keyword can be used to refer current class instance variable. This can be used to invoke current class constructor. This keyword can be used to invoke current class method. This keyword can be passed as an argument in the method. So these are the four uses of this keyword, and we will describe these 4 points one by one. So the first point is, number 1, this keyword can be used to refer current class instance variable. So what is this? Now first thing is, if there is an ambiguity between the instance variables and the parameter, this keyword resolves the problem of ambiguity. Now what is means by that? Suppose I am taking an example. Look at here. This is the example where understanding the problem without this keyword. That means I am not using this keyword here. So this is a program where there is an int id, string name, there is a constructor here, and this is int id, string name, id equal to id, name equal to name. Now there is a void display, a method is here. Also here I am trying to create two objects, s1 and s2. s1.display, s2.display, and we are using some parameterized constructor here. Say here 111 current and 321 rem. Two names I am passing, and suppose they are id. Now what will happen here? The problem is here, that is the id. I am taking the parameters here, and the variable here within this class id and this parameter is same, id and id. So I am writing here id equal to id, name equal to name. I want to use this id as this id and this name is this name. So will it be helpful? Will it be run properly? Now look at here, it is showing 0 and null. Why this is so? The output, it is showing 0 and null. Now why this is so? Now this id is actually this id, which is not initialized. This name is actually this name, which is not initialized. So that is why the output, it is coming 0 and null. So our objective is, I want to use this id or this id here and this name is here. How to do this? Now for this we require this keyword. Now I am just modifying the previous program. Look at here, that is a this dot id equal to id, this dot name equal to name. Okay, now look at here. What is the id here? This dot id equal to id. What is the output right now? look at here, the output right now is 111 and current. So that means this one is passed to this argument here, ID, it is coming here, and this dot ID, it represents this one. That means actually this is S1 dot ID, and this one is for the S1 dot ID and S1 dot name. Actually, this have the current reference variable for the S1 when we are trying to use S1 dot display. This ID and name, in the previous case, this ID, when I am going for the S1 dot display, actually this ID it is printing previously this one, and this name is printing this name, which is actually 0 and null. But right now, if I going for ID and name, these dot ID, it is changed to this one, and so that is why when we are using void display, by using S1 dot display, it is showing 111 and current. This is the output. So actually, if the local variables, formal argument and the instance variables are different, in this case these are the different, there is no need to use this keyword. In this case it is same, but in the next example I am using some different. That is, look at here, the instance variables are here ID and name, and the arguments here are I and n. These two are different. In the previous example, it is same. If these two are same, then it is giving a output of 0 and null. But if I write this instance variable and the argument here are different name, so in this case you don't need to use this keyword. Number 2, what is the use of this keyword? This is the number 2 point. This can be used to invoke current class constructor. So this constructor call can be used to invoke the current class constructor. This approach is better if you have many constructors in the class and want to reuse that constructor. Now come to this example. I am coming to this example. So here you can observe this is a constructor I am writing here. This is another, this is a default constructor. This is a parameterized constructor. This is a void display. This is when I am creating an object, I am calling constructor, parameterized constructor. So here, what is the output? Look at here, 111 and current, 321 and REN. So what is happening here? When I am using this constructor 111, this one is coming here, current, this one is coming here. So this dot ID equal to ID, this dot name equal to name. But in this case, this default constructor is not invoked. Look at here, the default constructor is not invoked. So this is not a right example to the constructor must call another constructor. No reuse of the constructor is here. So I am just modifying the previous one. Look at this one. I am just modifying the previous program. I am now using two parameterized constructor. Look at here. Stored, first one is the ID and name. Second one is the ID, name and string city. So how these two are connected? So this one, first one, the S1 stored this 111 and current. So which one is called? This one is called. Okay. This constructor is called. And in the second one, S2, 321, REN and Kolkata. So in this case, this constructor is called. But look at here, within here, this ID name. So that means here, the constructor that is calling another constructor. Now this ID name means this one is calling this one. This particular constructor, it is calling this constructor. Okay. So in this case, S1.display and S2.display, it will print these two results. So first one obviously it is coming null because I am using only 2 parameters here. So mainly this one can be used to invoke current class constructor. This one is explained. Now the third point, this keyword can be used to invoke current class method, and it is an implicit call to the method. So you may invoke the method of the current class by using this keyword, and if you don't use this keyword, compiler automatically adds this keyword while invoking the method. Look at this program. Here I am using one method, this is another method, this is another method, and this is a main method. Now in this method P it is calling N, in this method N it is calling method M, in this method M there is a print statement. Now this 5 T1 equal to new this 5 T1.P. So which one it is calling? This method it is calling. Now this method it is calling this method it is calling this method. Now how this T1.M and T1.N are invoked? Now actually what is happening here, this keyword, the compiler will automatically add this keyword here. Look at this. These.N, these.M. So how this M is called, like from the N, that is a these.M and these.M. So T1.P means this one is called, from here this one is called, from here this one is called. So if I don't write this keyword here, compiler will automatically add this keyword. So you can also observe this kind of thing, that this is a code and compiler will automatically add this here M, this dot. Okay. And the last one, the fourth number point is that this keyword can be passed as an argument in the method. This keyword can also be passed as an argument in the method. It is mainly used in the event handling. Now look at here, this is an example. Class this6, void m, this6, obj, void p, m this, and this is a main method where I am creating an object t1, and there is I am trying to print the hash code of the t1, t1.p. Here also I am trying to use the obj, hash code.obj, that means it will print the hash code of the object and method is invoked. So what is the output here and how this is actually working here? So come here, this 6 t1, new this 6. So t1 is the object. There is a hash code of t1 will be get printed obviously, and t1.p. t1.p means it will come here. Now look at here, m this. If I am calling a method m and I am passing the argument this, look at here. So what I am actually sending here, I am just sending the current reference. So at here also m, these 6 obj. Now you will look, method is invoked and hash code of obj. So these two are exactly same. The hash code of here t1 and this obj, these two are exactly same because I am sending the reference here m this, and it will capture here in the obj. So if I try to print the obj.hash code, it will, this t1.hash code and the obj.hash code are exactly same. So that is why it is printing these two are same number. So from this example we can say that we can able to pass this keyword as an argument. So these are the 4 uses of this keyword. These are very important in the exam also. This type of questions came several times also. So these 4 points, okay, you have to note these 4 points how we are using these keyword in Java, why these are used, and what are the examples I have shown you. You have to go through